Hey, what's going on? It's me, Elay, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy, and we are on first grade. First aid in the first grade. First aid in the first grade. First aid in the first grade. You go buy it with all the doctor bills you paid. Oh, you remember that song from Veggie Tales? Oh my gosh, I had to learn the words to that whole song. It's actually fun. It's kind of goes up with those whiny songs, the 99 bottles of beer on the wall, or this is the song that never ends with Sherry and lamb chops. So that song kind of goes right in that department catalog of never-ending songs. But yeah, here I am, and I am talking about life as an introvert and my first grade year. And once again, I'm doing this right off the handle. So I'll be self-discovering or remembering things or rehashing things right before you guys' ears. So this could be as raw and as authentic as possible. However, the catch is I have between 15 to 16 minutes to do this, so I'll fit in as much as I can during that time frame. We are at a minute and almost 30. So here we go. First grade, I went to a school called Emerson Elementary. As you can see, this is the second school I've been introduced to. The first two videos about my schooling life so far, I attended Jesse Loomis, and now it's my first grade year and I'm at Emerson. I didn't mind because it made perfect sense to me because this school was actually up the street from our house. Hello! So I actually automatically liked that school better. I just felt like I would fit in there more and I felt safe there. I'll probably make some type of Halloween segment video on how that school, Jesse Loomis, was actually scary. It had some hot spots in that building that didn't fit right with me. It didn't feel safe. It felt haunted. So first grade, Emerson Elementary, and how I made friends. At that time, once again, I still was a loner, but for some reason, my mom always knew somebody. So now that I think back, I think it was a bad thing for me because the people that she seemed to knew always had a kid that was in the same class as myself. So she automatically would assume or automatically attach me to that person, whether or not I wanted to be with him or her. Didn't even cross her mind. It just was an automatic. You be friends with her because I went to church. I go to church with her mama, and it's like great. So thinking back, I don't think I ever had the opportunity at all to actually go pick out a friend, anyways. Because once again, this chick, I won't say her name. But it's crazy how the things you do remember and the things you don't. The things that I feel I should remember, I don't. And the things that I don't really give a crud about, I do. But I won't say the names. But anyways, my mom went to school or church with the mother, so I ended up being friends with the daughter. She wasn't all that bad. She kind of reminded me of my alleged cousin. I say alleged a lot because unfortunately in this lifetime I'm starting to realize who's my actual biological family and who's not. And that's a whole nother ball of wax. So I honestly don't know who's my family members and who's not anymore. So now I'm just starting to say allegedly. So she reminded me allegedly of my cousin who now unfortunately attended that school too. So it was like, okay, my alleged cousin also went to the same school I went to for pre-K and kindergarten, which is Jesse Loomis, and now she's at my school again to my knowledge. She's like, okay, why don't you guys just use your own brains? Why are you following me around? That's crazy how I twisted that up, like they're following me. There's another sign of an introvert, already setting up storylines. Personal storylines and personal antagonism. So I became friends with the girl in first grade that my mom affixed me with. She was nice. She wore glasses, so that was my first time realizing that people my age actually wore glasses. So I really thought that was cool. I think her glasses were blue or something. So I'm like, oh, she wears glasses, so maybe this just might work. So I didn't know young kids needed glasses. I only thought parents and old people needed them. So I believe she wore glasses, and she already had a friend. I'm like, great, now another person I have to talk to. I kind of don't remember her too much, but I do remember it was us three. But more often than not, it was them two. Because still in class, I didn't sit together with the two of them prepackaged friends. I sat by myself. So it was like during class, I would hear them two talking and hanging out the most. Or when it was time to pick partners and such, if you can only pick two, of course I didn't get picked. So it was like, okay, my mom wants me to be friends with her, but how in the heck am I supposed to be friends with her? She's already got a friend. And this is way before I ever heard the analogy of 3 wheels is a damper, or the third wheel, or the third person just ruins everything, whatever that cliche is. But I already knew it was like, this isn't gonna work because I'm in the way, or she in the way, but it really didn't matter because once again they talked a lot and I preferred to just listen. And so I didn't really make an emphasis of it. Not necessarily to my mom. I don't recall telling my mom that I really don't talk to them because she's already got a friend and they seem like best friends. They seem close, so I don't even think I knew what the term best friend meant, but they seemed close, so they probably were already best friends. But every once in a while, we did hang out in recess, but I still didn't like it because I remember hanging out with them on recess, and the times we were together, I didn't like the games they liked to play. I tried them before, but I already knew that I just wasn't down with what they like to play. But I tried it, and I was kind of upset with myself that I even wasted my time giving it a try anyways. What would they play? Well, the typical hand girl games, like Miss Mary Mac. I don't like those games, and I still don't. I don't understand why they're just standing around in circles, singing a song and clapping hands. It's stupid, and I don't get it. So I'm like, I'm not going to sit around and watch you guys standing around in a circle singing some songs and clapping hands and being stupid. So I didn't tell them that. I just said I'm not interested. Or jump rope. Unfortunately, I did seem to like jump rope, but at the same time, they were going fast and using 2 ropes. And I didn't know what coordination meant, but I knew I didn't have it. So I'm like, I can't do that. So I'm not going to stand around and watch them do that, and I'll look like an idiot just watching them jump rope. So I'm trying to think, what the H did I do? I just remember a certain part in that area of the playground where we would stand and they would talk, and then I was by myself. So I see myself now just sitting at the swing. It was kind of pushed off back away from the rest of the playground near the fence, and it was more so towards the neighborhood. I did like that setting. So we will walk out of the building, okay, and then there will be a blacktop, and then there will be like the playground area. So you have the blacktop area, then you have the playground, and then that was sectioned off with all these other areas on the playground. Then pushed the furthest away from the building and the playground was the swing area, and there was a lot of grass there. I do like that part because of the grass, and it was quiet, and there wasn't as many kids there. I do remember Mexican kids there, a couple of them. They were quiet. Oh my gosh, they were so quiet, but yet they were playing amongst each other. It was like a decent play, so they were calming. I don't remember their names, of course, but they seem younger than me. But that area is like the chill spot, it's like I like hanging back here, so I believe that's where I went the most. I just stood around there, and that's where I met who I thought would be the perfect friend for me. She was nice and quiet, and she had a tiny little ponytail in her head, and I thought that was cool. I didn't realize she had a tiny ponytail because her hair was short. I just thought she had a tiny ponytail, but it was really cool. So it was really cool. Like, oh, it was a tiny ponytail, but it was cute. But she was nice and really quiet, and she didn't talk loud like the other girls, and weren't chasing boys around or playing those hand games and jump roping or playing some game called Foursquare.
I didn't care for Foursquare too much because it kind of got a little boring after a while, just standing around pushing the ball in a square. So I'm like, and then some of them got too aggressive with it. So I'm like, why are you taking this so serious? So, you know, there's just a lot of stuff I didn't participate in. But the girl at the swing was really nice. I forgot her name. But come to find out, all this time, she lived right next door to me at 644 South Warren Street. However, the place where they used to live in the White House, that's no longer there. It caught on fire and they demolished that. But she was a really nice girl, so long story short, I really thought I found a cool friend. You know, she was really nice, not mean, and she was black. You know, like African American, her skin was like brown, like the color brown. I thought that was really cool too, because like, oh man, she's really nice and she don't have an attitude. And I told my mom, I said, I think I found a friend. I'm paraphrasing, but I was really happy. She burst my bubble real quick. She's like, the girl next door? I'm like, yeah. I said, I didn't even know she lived next door. Oh, well, you can't hang around them because their mama on drugs. I'm like, oh, what does that mean? All I could register was that I couldn't hang out with her. It didn't make sense to me. I really tried. I was like, well, she says she don't have a lot of toys. I told her I'd buy her a hula hoop. My mom didn't seem really happy about me saying that. I was like, well, I can buy it. I think at that time at Kmart, hula hoops were $1.37 or something like that. I do remember that because I tried to go to the toy section every time my mom did go to Kmart. So I knew I probably could swing that if my mom put in with the rest. Being that we always went to Kmart, I just knew I was going to be able to get her at least a hula hoop. So when my mom told me she don't even want me hanging around with her, you know, I was like, dang, that's messed up. I don't even know what her mama on drugs mean. You know, we didn't have to just say no to drugs, you know, assemblies yet. So the way my mom said it was just bad. Her tone was just like, well, that's bad. I don't want you hanging around her mom. They're into stuff and they're trouble, so blah, blah, blah. So I couldn't go back and tell the girl that, but it really made me feel bad because she seemed like a really nice girl, and that's not her fault that her mom chose that path. Because her mom, as I speak forward now, because I actually got to talk to her mom because they were on the porch, her mom seemed really nice. So in my head, I'm like, she don't seem like she on drugs to me, because she was a really nice lady. And it would match because her daughter act like her mom. Very nice. You know, how you doing? Nice voice, not aggressive, and just really kind. You know, I didn't get any bad vibes, you know, but, you know, to each his own. So that would have been my first actual attempt at a friend, but my mom said no. I don't know how that girl's doing, but I wish her all the best because she was really nice, and her mom was really nice too. And they moved away, so her circumstances happened in their lives and they moved away, and I missed her mom and the daughter. I wish they didn't have to leave because they were really nice people. Well, once again, that is my first grade experience as an introvert, and some of the reasons why I am who I am today. There's just a lot of things that I just had no interest in, so why put myself in a situation if I don't have an interest in something? I mean, I tried it and I didn't enjoy it. It was boring. Or the kids were too aggressive, or they took the game too serious. So I didn't want to be around all that energy because doing classwork was hard enough. And just maneuvering around trying to make a friend and remember all this stuff from our lessons and was hard enough. So I just once again chose to be by myself because it just seemed like the more healthier choice. Kids talk too much in class, so why would I be around them anyways? Because they're just going to get in trouble. I'm not trying to get in trouble. You know, things of that nature. So that's pretty much what it is. So my name is Elay, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. And thank you for listening to me. And I can't wait to join you on the next one.